This is Berlin, a city in the east of Germany that is also the capital. It's situated in its own self-titled state, which is in turn surrounded by the state of Brandenburg.
Berlin has a low population density with about 4,000 people per square kilometre. Berlin is nearly 900 kilometres squared in area with a population of only 3.1 million people. When comparing this to another European city with a similar population, such as Madrid in Spain, Berlin itself is around a third larger. This shows how spread out Berlin is and how it's an outlier among many other European cities and capitals.
Berlin currently has one airport, which is Berlin-Brandenburg. The airport opened in 2020 and is located just south of the city in the state of Brandenburg. The city has two former airports, these being Tegel and Tempelhof. The latter was opened in 1923 and closed in 2008. It's situated close to the centre of Berlin and is now a huge public park.
Berlin-Brandenburg Airport has direct rail links into the city by means of the S-Bahn, an overground rail network. The S-Bahn is the primary means of travel in Berlin as it serves as a reliable and easy means of travel around the majority of Berlin. Today, the S-Bahn consists of 16 lines serving 166 stations and runs over a total route length of 332 kilometers. However, Berlin also has multiple other types of transportation, including buses, trams, e-bikes, trains, and of course the U-Bahn, which is helpful for shorter distance journeys as there is a much shorter distance between each stop compared to the S-Bahn. Overall, Berlin is a fantastic and easy to operate transportation system that massively helps to navigate around the city.
Berlin's economy over the past 10 years has risen exponentially from a GDP of €113 billion in 2013 to €193 billion in 2023, which is more than some large countries such as Ukraine, Hungary and Morocco. For people that live in Berlin, their average income is around €55,000 per year, which is a larger average income per year than that of people living in London, which is €52,000 per year. Therefore, it's safe to assume that Berlin is a European powerhouse in terms of its economy.
Berlin is a city around water with many lakes as well as the River Spree and the River Havel. There's many waterside parks and public spaces along the rivers, and this provides the city with large public open areas. The Tiergarten is the most famous public park in Berlin and is located right in the centre, with the Brandenburg Gate in the east and the Berlin Zoo in the west. And in the centre, the Victory Column, which has sweeping views of the city. Another famous park is the Tempelhofer Feld. This is on the site of the former Tempelhof Airport, which has vast open space, with parts of the runways still remaining. Apart from these most famous ones, there are many more parks and open spaces in Berlin that all come together to make this a very livable and spread out city.
In Berlin, around 22% of its total population do not own a German passport, meaning that almost a fifth of the people in Berlin are actually foreigners that have migrated to the capital. Berlin's population is made up of many different ethnic groups, with the capital being home to Europeans, Middle Easterns, Africans and more. And there is also a very large Turkish community in the city. Because of Berlin's great living standards, it is also home to many digital nomads, meaning people that work from home who can live anywhere and choose Berlin. Despite Germany being a country consisting of a large aging population, Berlin is a relatively young city, with the largest age group consisting of between 25 to 39 and 40 to 59 years old. And the gender demographics in Berlin are very even, with around 1.8 million men and 1.9 million women. More than 60% of Berlin's residents have no registered religious affiliation, meaning the city is primarily atheist. This is due to the fact that Berlin was in East Germany, a communist country where religion was discouraged. However, an estimated 300,000 to 420,000 Muslims reside in Berlin, making up around 8 to 11% of the total population. The remaining 30% consist of Christianity, which is the dominant religion in Berlin. The biggest branch of Christianity in Berlin is Protestant. There are of course also a small percentage of people in Berlin that follow other religions.
Berlin sees about 10 million tourists per year, with nearly 7 million of those being from other countries. People visit Berlin for its great food, street art, culture, nightlife, history, landmarks and affordability.